set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. They go play action here on first down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll run it with Jackson. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, Graham. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Let's go. Check 99. Check 99. Motion, motion. Go ahead, baby. Go ahead, baby. Go, 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 go.
On the run, this is Jackson. Pushes him over. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. See what you got.
On the ground, this is Jackson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Underneath to Allen. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
All right, here we go. Green, 30.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Graham. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Now it's Jackson. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Derek Kindred there to get a hand on that one. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You've got to cash in and get some points.
Green, 39. Green, 39.
He'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
He's going to launch this, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. A big play that time for Cleveland. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
A give to the fullback on the dive. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Set! Green 39! Green 39!
To throw on second down. Graham. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, a 22. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a first and goal to go at the 7.
Set! 319! 319!
On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green!
He'll get it up the middle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. So they're back at the 7 now for third and goal.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
A give. This is Kelly. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Raiders. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. But they face a second and long to start things out. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That's a lot of beef thundering downfield off of the toss play, and it takes me back to when I was a kid and watching USC play. Remember the old toss that they ran? They used to call student body right or student body left because everyone was out in front of the ball carrier. In fact, one of their favorite plays, it was called rose stem right or rose stem left, depending on the formation. 28 toss. 28 toss was their bread and butter.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Now let's go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Now let's go. Blue line it. Blue line.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Third down, Graham. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now Brown. Very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to sling this deep down, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And this one will be brought back to the 22. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
And it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line it.
So now a carry here for the fullback. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19.
Looking to throw. Graham. Quick throw. That's complete on the inside slant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! 3:19. 3:19.
They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 more there and another first down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Off the bootleg. Grant. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bruce Irvin coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with 3rd and long.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Graham. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. With it is Brown. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Here we go now.
Back to throw. He sets to fire deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down.
Now let's go. Blue, land it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going up top. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Throwing on first down. Graham. Complete to Newsom. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Here we go. Now let's go.
He juked him, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
All right, here we go. Green.
They'll try and run forward with Kelly. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Pulled in at the 24. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in Oakland with the Raiders on top as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Looking to throw on second down. Graham. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Gun!
And they'll run it here. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
He'll drop to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. The linebacker, Derek Johnson, in on the stop.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Green 30.
To throw on second down. Graham. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. The extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Landry. Spins by. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 30. Make it the 40-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator?
All right, now,
sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Now let's go. Blue, Landy. Blue, Landy. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Back to throw. Graham. And almost intercepted. That would have been his third pick in this game alone. Instead, fourth down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. Oh, look at the juke. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going for the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Travis Carey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first down, Graham. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? for the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Four down, check. Four down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Detroit! Detroit!
He'll look to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They're going to look to throw. Open man, it's Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
12 more yards there and another first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And a short gain down to about the 33. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now back to throw. To Allen on the dump off. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken very short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth. The Browns on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Graham. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. This is taken at about the 14. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Hurry up. Here we go. 3-19.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Derek Kindred there to get a hand on that one.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Gone.
They'll look to throw here. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
This is Carlos Hyde, the former 49er, his first carry. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Gone. All right, here we go. Blue 90.
They'll hand it off to Kelly. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. They'll give him a yard on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Browns on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Again, it's Kelly. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
They'll set up to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Gonna throw right side here. Complete. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. 89 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, he tried to bounce it outside, but that's obviously not his game. He's too much of a straight-line runner.
Yeah, him in the outer third of the field, not a recipe for success. That time a loss. The shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Off the play fake. Graham. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Mario Edwards Jr. there to bring him down.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Set! 319! 319!
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
Back 99 Philly, here we go! Here we go now! Blue line!
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be third down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. The Browns on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go now!
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Hurry up, here we go!
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
It'd be real interesting to take a look at this play later, because on this pitch toss play, I get the sense that he just followed the pulling guard or the pulling offensive lineman through that hole and spilled this play early.
Yeah, because he didn't even get to the outer third of the field. He was tackled in the middle third.
Yeah, when you're talking about a pitch or a toss tackled there, that means they read it fast and diagnosed it and knocked him down in a hurry.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now, to put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and
smile.
shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Oakland, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.